What is up, TC Live? Welcome back to today's video. I'm real excited today,
I
Caden.
am as
I
well.
really am too. I am like super, absolutely stoked for today's video. We are here with the man, the myth, the legend, and AAL2 champion and GM for the Wheeling Miners, Coach Rez, bud. How you doing today,
Hey,
Coach?
I'm going good. How are y'all?
Oh man, brother, I
Doing
think we're
phenomenal.
doing great today,
Yeah.
bud. We are absolutely phenomenal right now. Glad to see you back with us again, Coach, and under a new podcast as well, bud.
Awesome.
So, Coach, let's start this off, man. We guys, how's the high school football been going for you guys this year so far?
Oh, high school season's been going great. We're our JV's 3-0 and our varsity's 2-0.
Dang, okay.
Outstanding,
Okay.
bud.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Now, Coach, so you've got to you're in high school football. You guys are signing a lot of people coming into the
Yeah.
minors. Alex Coleman, new wide
Right.
receiver. Damian Barber come out of Marshall and Penn State. Coach, run us through some of these new signings that you guys got going on here, bud.
Yeah, a lot of good guys in the trenches, O line and D line. That was an emphasis, going into the season, into this off season, as far as focusing on the trenches. Going into a higher league. We that's one of the things we got to make sure we're good at, and really be really good up front. And I feel like we really did that this off season. And we're really excited with what we got with the bigs, our O linemen and D linemen. So you add into the mix some of the new faces of skill players and mixture of new guys. When it's all said and done, I think right now I'm waiting on about 2 or 3 more contracts. That'll put us up in the upper 20s, almost to 30. And of that, we're looking at about 16 or 17 of those guys returning. So right now, about half the camp roster is going to be guys that were with us last year. So that's pretty awesome.
Outstanding, yeah, because we've seen Pete Safrides is coming back. Tyree Williams, I love Tyree Williams. That man's a god. That man's like football Jesus, man. I swear to God, dude. But
Yeah,
actually, I
Dante
can't say
Mason's
that. I can't
back.
say Tyree is football Jesus. Coach Rez is football Jesus. That man is football Jesus for me.
And you got Dante Mason coming back, Joel
Yep. I
Zellum,
just saw
Isaiah
that.
Lewis, Isaiah Robinson, Charles Westbrook just got announced today.
Yep.
Dom Robinson, Izzy's back. Brandon Thorpe is back.
Now, a new signing I saw the other day, C.J. Kane is
Yep.
coming to West Virginia.
Yeah, so
So,
he was the center for Carolina.
oh, was he? So now we
Yeah.
got somebody from Carolina coming to West Virginia. That's good. That's awesome. Can't
Oh
take down
yeah.
the Cobras.
AC had played Alex Coleman, goes by AC. He played at Carolina last year. He AC actually has played for me for a couple seasons. He played for me in 2017 in the NAL for the High Country Grizzlies. He won a championship with me in 2018 with the Havoc. Played again with me in 2021 with the Cobras there in Carolina. So AC's been around a little bit. He's played for me for a couple years. So pretty excited to get him back and in the fold. And he's a Columbus, Ohio kid. So being from Columbus right there, not far from Wheeling. So it was a no-brainer to get him involved as well.
Coach, let's hop on that topic train for a second with Alex Coleman. How do you feel about reuniting with this man?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. We had a couple years in between from the last time he's played for me, so it's exciting to get him back in the mix and compete for another championship together. And because we're gonna be we're gonna have a really good roster when it's all finalized and all the podcasts and all you guys are talking about the teams and different stuff that's going on. We're always going to be in the conversation as one of the favorites to be there at the end. And that's just a testament to the players that we have on our roster, and adding a couple new coaches is going to be awesome. Sean Lyotta as our offensive coordinator is going to be that's a huge addition for us with his background, and he's a guru in the game himself.
Absolutely, bud. Absolutely. Caden, you got anything, Bubba?
Yeah. So what is it like the winning Miners franchise. What is that feeling like for you?
It's a pretty good situation to where I wear a lot of hats. So being the GM and head coach, and last year I had an OC going into the season, and it just didn't work out for whatever reason, scheduling and whatnot. So I ended up taking over as the offensive play calling duties, which I don't mind. I enjoy calling plays and whatnot. So I've been an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I can do either one; doesn't matter to me. But getting someone like Coach Lyotta with his experience and background, he's a two-time Coach of the Year, two-time CIFL champion. He's coached 4 or 5 quarterbacks as the MVP of those particular seasons. So to be able to bring someone with that pedigree and that resume, we're going to be pretty explosive on offense. One of the main things that stands out for him stat-wise is, he averages 60 points a game in his career, not just like last season or 2 seasons, or his whole career of coaching is 60 points a game. That's pretty solid. That should put a lot of defenses on alert, in the NAL for sure.
I'm gonna make a funny little thing here. Before I say that, I was reading on that Sean Leota, the offensive coordinator for the Miners, Caden, and I read up. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Coach Rez. I think if I read this right, he had the most points put up in a game at 138.
Yeah, so he actually holds the record of the most points scored in an indoor game.
That is absolutely insane. And that is dangerous right there.
That's coming to Wheeling this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, real quick, now the funny thing I said when Coach Rez said that he had an offensive coordinator last year and the scheduling didn't work out, leave it to a Marine veteran to take over everything else, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to adapt and overcome and keep it moving. So, being able to do that on the fly, and it was really good. It really helped having a guy like Grant at quarterback, and he kind of helped out with a lot of stuff and took charge of player meetings. And we talk about a few things, and he'd have some video meetings, Zoom meetings, and stuff like that with the players. And so he picked up a lot of slack for me, and so it was pretty great, to have that aspect. It made it easy, so to speak. So then you talk about that kind of offensive output, with Coach Mott coming back with that defense. We're definitely going to have one of the top defenses in the league. We're signing dogs on the defensive side. We got a couple more announcements coming up with players, and if you go to our transaction page on the website, on the league website, you actually can see all the signings. But we're gradually, putting out the players. We got a schedule on how we got the graphic card coming out, and I wanted the emphasis of all the bigs first. Just really flex on the league and let them know that we got the bigs, and we're protecting ours and get after yours type thing. And that is really going to solidify us. Really being there at the end, focusing on everyone signing wide receivers and DBs and skill guys, and we're going to have good ones too. But if you can't block or get after their quarterback, it don't matter who's running for routes.
Absolutely. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, Cade. Those are some fucking dogs on that offensive and defensive line, man. When I started last year going to watch the Miners, like, once they come out of the tunnel, it's like Coach Rez undoes the leash and just says, go. Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Coach, we're real excited coming up for this NAL season next year. Especially I am, especially hopefully being a part of the media down there in West Banco Arena next year. But, my biggest thing is I want the inside scoop real quick. Is Grant Russell coming back next year?
He'll be back.
Yes, let's go. That's it right there. That's all I wanted to hear, Coach. That's all I wanted to hear. For the first time in my life, I had a Marine veteran actually keep me calm on that one.
Yeah, he'll be back. Matter of fact, I got his contract sitting in my inbox now to sign and turn into the league. So it's good to go.
So, Coach, I do want to ask real quick. I got a real interesting question. I caught this a couple weeks back. Mr. Big Ten out of Omaha, Tommy Armstrong retired. What's your thoughts on that one, bud?
I was looking forward to face Tommy. You know, he's got a really good background and been in the game for a little bit. So to be able to, back in the day, I used to be a Nebraska fan, so it'd been cool to, see him in person, and we're all fans of. We have our own fan in our own right, so we're, it's pretty cool to be able to be around players like that. So he put a lot into it there in Omaha, and winning the MVP this past year, and it's a shame that he won't be able to be there for this year, to be a part of probably one of the greatest NAL seasons that they've had in their existence. This is my fifth season in the NAL, and this is going to be the most teams that we've had. So we're excited about that. We got I'm pretty sure we got another one being announced this week. So we're already at 11. So so that's a pretty good step in the right direction for us, especially for the Ohio Valley and Wheeling. For some of these teams coming in to play Omaha, coming to play possibly. Our schedule should be out this week or next. Harrisburg right down the road coming to play. We got teams in the league of Colorado and Idaho that probably we'll have some opportunities to play. Depending on travel, are we going there? Are they coming to us? We'll find out as well. Here in the next probably this week. The way I think it's going to be broken down is a couple different divisions. So that's always cool to have your divisional rivalries and whatnot, and it's going to be very exciting. It's great football coming to Wheeling. We kind of gave a taste of what's to come this past season, this past season that just passed. So I think everyone's excited, and we've renewed some of our season tickets, and people buying season tickets, and we're about to reveal our new website. Put that out there. The season ticket pricing's coming out. We're going to be offering something where if some people, we want to make it affordable for everybody. So our ticket pricing is pretty affordable as it is, but we're also going to add an extra measure on that where fans could actually set up a payment plan and pay for their season tickets, for until the start of the season. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you can break it down, $20 here, $20 there, that's going to help out a lot of families to where you can bring your family of four and be able to afford it and pay for it because you're paying for it on the next 4 or 5 months. So that's, pretty awesome to be able to offer that. And then we got a lot of cool stuff with a booster club coming out, the Mind Club. So we got a lot of great things coming out. I'm excited for you to get the fans involved and really hammer it down and get out in the community. We got high school football that started, so we'll be doing some stuff with that, and just a lot of cool stuff going on.
Absolutely. Caden, you got anything, bub?
I'm so now we got to sit down with Brantley Allen of the Cobras.
No, Peach State. Well, he was Peach State.
Peach State, but now he's in Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you know Brantley at all?
Yeah, we talked. I thought we were going to get him to come compete in camp with us.
Really?
Yeah, because I think there was another guy from Peach State that I had talked to at the end of the championship game in West Banco. It was Jalen, I think it was. He was another guy that was hoping to come to Wheeling, West Virginia as well. Now, I tell you what, Brantley Allen's a fun guy to have on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That man is fucking hilarious. That dude is awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. So we'll get to face him in Carolina, and I'm sure we'll probably end up playing them twice. I can't wait for to play those games. Being in Carolina for 4 years, is going to be exciting to be back, and so we'll see how that goes. I can't wait for those games.
Damn good and well, Coach. The emotion for you is going to be very high going to Carolina for those games, bud.
Yeah, having a pissed off Marine is not the best sight.
No. That is not something you want, all honesty. Pissed off Marines, they just go to hell and regroup and come back.
Yeah, it don't. We're out of the football mode at that point. They're talking about making it a rivalry in the Golden Shears game, because we always gave each other crap about getting a haircut on each other's coaches' shows or podcasts, and it was all fun and games, but that shit goes out the window. We're going for heads. Like, I don't care about no damn trophy. You know what I mean? We're getting the W. That's all that matters.
Absolutely, man. And with the quarterback like Grant Russell and that offense coming back as high powered as it is, and then you put Alex Coleman on that mix, oh
Yeah.
my lord. As long as Pete Zafrides doesn't land in my lap again, I'll be perfectly fine.
There you go.
So, Coach, I mean, I'm not gonna, I guess jinx us now. But what is your biggest takeaway from last season and bringing it into the new season now, bud?
The biggest thing for us is just the consistency to carry over the same drive that we had this past year. I treated everything as if we were going into where we're going to, so everyone is kind of already on the same page of what to expect from a standard of practice, meetings, film, what we dress like, what we look like during the games. Looking uniform, looking really professional. That was a big emphasis for us this past year. So the biggest thing for us that I'm excited about is we kind of cheated in a sense to the fact that we've already played with each other for 1 year. So, a lot of times when you get a team put together, you're trying to establish yourself, and the championship teams are the ones that can gel the fastest. And we already got a pretty good core group relationship, with the minors, with the players that we got coming back, and so that's always a huge plus. And the guys that we added are all hungry players that are veterans that got some experience. So we're excited. There's a couple rookies coming in, but one of our rookies, I think he's getting announced tomorrow, was 1,000-yard rusher at Pitt. AJ Davis ended up finishing his last year at FAMU. So getting him involved and adding him with Charles Westbrook and getting players like that to the mix and adding them into the fold, like we will be playing at the end, competing for a championship 100%.
Whew, man, I can't wait, dude. I cannot wait. Caden, go for it, buddy. Take it away,
So,
brother.
Coach, now I gotta ask you, what was your fondest memory of the past season with this team?
I would say
Besides winning the championship, of course.
that's kind of a two-part answer, I guess you could say. More so, one on the business community side, to see the growth each game. The attendance growing. It was little by little, yes, it was, but you always want to see some kind of growth, and so you see that minus the Mother's Day game. That was a debacle. We got kind of screwed with hockey and all that stuff, but for the most part, the attendance for us was okay. I would have liked it to see it, better, but for our first year and getting established, the playoff game was jumping, championship game was rocking.
Oh yeah.
So to see that growth, was awesome. So, I was proud of that, and having a hand and making sure all that, kicked off to success. And then on the football side, I had never had an undefeated season. So to be able to accomplish that in any league is pretty cool. And then to win a championship on that, is pretty awesome. I'm proud of, the championship appearances, and I've been in 5 total. The last 5 seasons, coach, I've been in 4. So 4 out of the last 5 seasons, I've coached in a championship game. So that's pretty awesome. I've won 2 championships. So to be able to add to that and to potentially be able to say, at the end of the year that, we're going into our 5th championship in 6 seasons, that stuff's pretty cool, man. And little things like that just to make things to look forward to. But we all can have those little milestones, but nothing matters if we don't win a championship. So it's always championship or bust, especially with what we got going on. And when you have that mentality and everyone's going 1-0 each week to try to be there at the end, that's a great situation.
Absolutely. I think a lot of us, with Willie Miner fans, and then a lot of us are Willie Naylor fans as well. I was very happy to see the progress the Miners made throughout the season last year, and then how Coach Rez and Coach Mott held the emotion during that Peach State game with the constant fighting back and forth. Do you remember me telling you Brentley Allen during that Brentley Allen interview? Coach Rez would have knocked out that big guy from Peach State in a heartbeat. I would have sold popcorn for the Coach Rez fight at that moment. I got my money on Coach Rez.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. sure.
So, Coach, we look at it like this a lot. It's the expectations that you guys had last year with with the Miners coming into West Banco for the first time again. Undefeated season, championship game. You guys win it all last year, and now you're going up to the bigger standings. The bigger league. What do you tell the guys to keep those emotions checked?
I think it's more of a hunger thing because a lot of these guys, there's a couple guys on our roster specifically that had tried a couple times with some of these teams in the NAL and for whatever reason didn't really get any opportunities. So to be able to almost like a redemption, I guess, for some of these guys to be able to face some of these teams that didn't really give them an opportunity. We had one team in the NAL that told one of our guys, a developmental player was not really going to be able to help us, and wasn't able to play with him last year. So, we ended up having a chance to, eventually getting him and being a part of our roster. So for him to be able to face that team particularly, I'm more excited about those encounters for some of our. We had about 4 or 5 guys in that situation with a couple different teams in the league. So to be able to witness that and help them, give them a platform to be able to showcase what they can do in front of those people firsthand, is going to be very rewarding to see that. And just excited for the guys, man, all around. We got a great season ahead of us, and they can't get here fast enough.
Absolutely. Now, I saw a picture on Facebook the other day, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I think Coach Rez is a Steelers fan.
So we actually had an opportunity to go to a Steelers game, and so we enjoyed the moment and got some Steelers gear, and you know how it goes. I see a Miners jersey, 2 other jerseys on the back wall. So
yeah, I got the Miners, the Indiana Pacers jersey, and I've got the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on my other walls, I've got my Pittsburgh Penguins Chris Letang, Bang Bang Letang jersey. And I got my other Miners and my other Nailers jerseys over here, bud.
Yep. So, I support a lot of teams, and I don't really have a favorite team. If I did, I'm a Raiders fan, true and true. But I enjoy coaches and players, and follow a lot of guys. I coached a couple guys. I don't know where he's at now. I think I heard his name with the Rams last night, DJ Reader. I think I'm not 100% sure. He's a D lineman. He used to play for the Bengals, play for the Texans. He's been around a little bit. But I coached him his freshman year in high school.
Wow.
Freaking stud in high school. Jermaine Pratt, a linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals. He played safety and receiver for me in high school when he was in high school. Those guys are from High Point, Greensboro area. So to be able to, see those guys, a good friend of mine, son is the backup quarterback in Detroit. Hendon Hooker, who's the starting quarterback for the Tennessee Vols. 2 years ago, last year he hurt tore his ACL, I believe, going towards the end of his season. He was with the Tennessee team that beat Alabama. 2 years ago. So,
he just had to bring it up. He just had to bring it up.
Yep.
That is a shot to the heart for me right there. Holy cow.
Yep. So, it's to be able to see these guys, it's pretty cool to kind of follow them and see how everything plans out for them.
Actually, so the answer to that question on the DJ Reader, it is Cincinnati still, I believe. He is still,
so he's still in Cincinnati?
I believe he's still with the Bengals this year.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Nice.
The Bengals lost Sunday to the Patriots 16-10 too. And my buddy Caden Richardson, which you should know very well, Coach, he's a Patriots fan. He's an asshole.
Most Patriot fans are.
Oh, let's go! Coach, I think all of us here for the crew for TC Live, I think we are very excited with the upcoming season for the Wheeling Miners, seeing the NAL, getting a chance to experience new teams like the Cobras, the Beef, Sioux City and stuff like that. it's been a phenomenal run, and now you're getting a chance to go back to the NAL. How do you feel going into this season?
I am excited to be able to be back in the NAL. It's pretty cool. Like I said, going into my 5th season in the NAL, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably the longest tenured NAL coach in the NAL now, so that's pretty cool. Um, so overall, when jokingly, and I telling the girl all the time there in Carolina, Daddy's back, type stuff, and so that's all cool and fun and games, and just hyping up the game, leading up to the season, and it's just going to be exciting all around. I'm looking forward to an awesome season.
Awesome. Okay, you go for it, bub.
So, Coach, if you like, who are you looking forward to be facing in this new upcoming season?
Carolina and Harrisburg.
Okay.
Yeah, because apparently there's been some trash talking already going on with Harrisburg
Really?
already. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Harrisburg. It's we'll just leave that one on the field. That's for sure.
Now I'm not going to spread rumors, but from what I've heard, Coach Rez has been a part of some of this trash talk too.
Oh, I talk trash to all of those people. Everybody.
There was,
Nobody.
so when I was at one of the practices, there was some talk that Coach Rez was like before the Peach State game.
Oh yeah. Nice.
There might have been some trash talk on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's a couple. Well, there's a couple teams that we gate in the business and talking trash before, and it's I let some stuff slide, but sometimes I don't. So sometimes you got to get your guys turned up and get them in the right headspace.
I find it funny. All these teams could talk trash, but I only know one coach that can back it up and put the points on the scoreboard, and that's Coach Rez right there. Absolutely. So, Coach, it's been a phenomenal ride for you, especially. Absolutely. And, we here at TC Live and everybody else, Miners fans, I think we're really looking forward to see what's to come with the Wheeling Miners next year. What is your biggest thing that you take away coming into this new season?
Say that again. What's the biggest thing I'm taking away?
Or bringing into the new season?
I'd just say some of the new faces that we added to the team. We're some of the things. Everything's going to look pretty much the same as it did. We'll enhance a few things. Everything that you've seen this past season was basically just creating a script, a template, so to speak, to prepare everybody for what's to come next year, this upcoming season. Because with the YouTube broadcast and every single game will be on YouTube. So when we're on the road, we'll actually be able to have a watch party. To be able to set up a location with a sponsor to do a watch party for all of our away games that will stream our games for us. And so fans that might not be able to make the trip on the road can actually go to one of our sponsor locations, wherever that's at, and everyone watch the game together. So that's pretty cool, creating another cool environment and atmosphere like that while we're on the road. So I'm looking forward to that.
You know what we need to do, Caden? We need to get, and I know Coach Rez is listening to this, but we need to get Coach Rez to fund a party bus.
Well, we will have some opportunities to do. I've talked about and in the process of getting some information for all that stuff, but taking a fan bus to Harrisburg, taking a fan bus possibly to Carolina, that would be freaking awesome to bring some of our fans on the road, and because those are going to be some fiery games, and I want all hands on deck, and so we can bring a bus of rowdy Miners fans with us. They're definitely going to have a problem.
Absolutely. All hands on deck. Hoorah. I mean, that's absolutely. Could you imagine a whole bunch of Miners fans walking into like Harrisburg or Carolina?
Oh, it'll be amazing. We're fighting. we're gonna get down. That's for sure.
Well, I tell you what we need to do. I need to meet up with Coach Rez before these games so me and him can get our war paint going here.
Oh yeah,
Coach, you know,
100%.
I do greatly appreciate, you know, the friendship that I've got a chance to grow with you and a lot of the players. And I'm really looking forward to furthering this career, especially with the media ordeal for next season with the Miners. I'm real excited with that. Like, this has been to me, this has been a dream come true. It really has. And I'm not going to
Yeah,
lie to
no,
you.
we appreciate it. We appreciate the support. You'll definitely have some media passes for you because we'll have a lot of we'll have a little bit of a different setup this past year where everyone is associated with the staff or anything to do with game day experience as far as media or everybody. They're going to be required to come through the back and have credentials and those type things. So we'll definitely have you a part of the media package for sure.
Outstanding. I do greatly appreciate that, Coach. Thank you so very, very much. Because I think what we were planning on doing was, you know, setting up like near one of the commentaries tables and actually
Yeah.
doing a live podcast during the game and doing our own commentary for the games, and then working the media side at the end of the game or at halftime during the games. Uh,
Yeah,
Coach, would
we
you
can.
be okay with us doing something like that, bud?
Yeah, we can figure that stuff out and talk logistics and details on all that stuff and figure all that out.
You know, I'm not going to take up much of my man's time here because we got our little secret club going on over here, Caden. I'm kidding, brother. I'm kidding. but Coach, you know, it's been a wild ride for you, bud. It absolutely has. And first things first, I want to say congratulations to your wife, bud, on making it to the female vocalist finalist.
Yeah, female vocalist of the year for the Carolina Beach Music Awards. So she's been singing in a beach music band for a few years now, and the band that she's been with is a long time beach music group since 1957. So she's the first female vocalist to be with them. Um, there's a handful of female vocalists in the beach music scene, but she's been in it for about 5 years now, maybe six, somewhere in that window. But to have the opportunity to be nominated for that is pretty good because you have to be, um, the members within that organization, that awards group. They're the ones that do all the nominating and voting, and so it's pretty cool to have her a part of that. She deserves it. She works hard. We own a salon and spa back home in Mount Airy, North Carolina. So, she runs that day to day and sings on the weekends. And so she's just as busy as I am. And, she's super mom, does all the mom stuff and works and still has time to be in a band. And now she's up for Female Vocalist of the Year. So ain't nothing but winners in the Resignalo household.
Yeah, Coach Rez doesn't deal with losers. It's all winners, buddy, in this household. You know, now that he said that she has her own salon and all that, I got to go to Carolina. I got to get some beautified by Coach Rez's wife over here. I got to get beautified here, bud. My hairline's kind of going a little crazy over here for myself. But Caden, before we kind of shut this down, bud, you got anything else left going on here with you, bud?
Not for me, no.
You sure?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. The coach, Coach, you got anything for us here, bud?
No, we'll have my next coaches show through the wire will be next week. We'll recap some stuff on some player signings, and we should have the schedule done by next week. So we'll put that out there and talk about that in upcoming games. And you saw my preseason list. If you've seen my last show, I did our preseason rankings on the NAL teams, preseason wise, and I ruffled some feathers with that, and that was the whole purpose of putting my own preseason poll out.
Leave it to Coach Rez to start ruffling feathers before the season even starts.
That's right. It's an enjoyable feat to live in people's minds rent free before you even see them.
Absolutely. That's a Marine statement right there. That is a Marine statement right there. Absolutely. You know, Coach, I do want to greatly appreciate you being a part of the show with us, and I want to say to all the fans out there, especially Coach Rez, when you see this video pop up on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button on TC Live, you know, so that we can bring more of this content to you guys. This has been an absolutely phenomenal joy for me.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. I still haven't washed my Wheeling Miners jersey, and it still smells like champagne and beer right now. So I think that's become my lucky jersey. I think there's trees growing out of it by this point.
Yeah, I would like to say I'm putting it out on all the opportunities that I have. There are some fans that purchased and won some jerseys in the jersey auction from the championship game, and for some reason they weren't picked up at the championship game. Not everyone got their jersey that bought it and won in the jersey auction. But I am working personally to make sure those jerseys get to wherever they need to go. So I just put that out there. I put that on our all the coaches shows and everything that I'm on to, to let them know. I have not forgotten. I'll be working on getting your jersey if you won one in the jersey auction.
Okay, you said you got something real quick, bud.
So, Coach, do you have anything you want to shout out before we let you go?
So yeah, you could go to our website. Season tickets are on sale. Our old website was goldwvminers.com. If you use that same email address, it'll take you to our new one of wheelingminers.com. So great new website and a lot of cool stuff with that. And Team Store should be live pretty soon online. So a lot of cool stuff with that. And of course, follow all of our social media stuff. And we'll have a tryout coming up in January, so I'll be announcing all that information as well.
Yeah, I don't think I'm physically built anymore just to even try out to play football again. I could probably still push some people around, but I don't know. I'd have to go through some Marine boot camp for a minute just to get myself back together.
Sure, for sure.
Well, that's where Coach Rez comes into play. I mean, he was a Marine. No, I don't want to work out with Coach Rez. Never mind. I'm good. Okay, I'm good. But Coach, I want to say thank you so very much for the opportunity to talk to you again. And please, if you get a chance to, Coach, please check out the YouTube channel, TC Live. This video will either be up tonight or tomorrow for us as well. And I want to also say, Coach, thank you for the friendship that I've got a chance to build with you. It's been an absolute ride, bud.
Absolutely. It's only going to get better.
Absolutely, Coach. And I think I speak for everybody here. Let's go Miners.
Hell yeah.
Let's go Miners. NAL coming up season, AAL2 champions. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Rez with us today. Coach, I want to say thank you so very much joining us today. It's been an absolute ride with you, bud. And I will see you hopefully here soon in the next season, bud.
Absolutely. We appreciate it like always.
Absolutely, Coach, and let's go Miners.
Yes, sir.
You, Coach, you have a great day, bud.
All right, thanks. Y'all too.
See ya.
TC Live, hello.
You gotta mute me.
What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing right now, man? This has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is fucking awesome. Let's go, bro. Yeah, let's go. Oh my God, TC Live, welcome back. This is not a two-part video, I promise. This is still one video. We just had one of the greatest coaches on the podcast today.
Yeah.
Coach Rez. I didn't even try to say his name on video because I swear to God I'd got Marine slapped if I would have. But we had one of the best head coaches in Coach Rez, and that man, he's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, Coach. But yeah, let's talk, man. How'd you feel about that?
It was definitely an experience for sure.
Definitely.
Surprised you didn't ask about the Facebook.
But yeah, so let's kind of switch for a second here. Tonight, we have multiple things going on tonight, especially with the NFL. Christian McCaffrey is inactive for the San Francisco 49ers tonight. Game has started. Jets with the ball at San Francisco tonight. McCaffrey is hurt. He's out tonight. Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua is on injured reserve, bud. Knee injury.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
After the big rookie season he had last year, and then now this year he's on injured reserve with a knee injury. Does that affect you as a wide receiver?
Yeah, because again, you need to run to be a wide receiver.
Absolutely. Also, Green Bay Packers news: Jordan Love on injured reserve after spraining his MCL. Malik Willis will start at QB against the Colts coming up in week 2. Good luck to Malik Willis. You're gonna fucking need it. We're going up to this Indianapolis defense. Anything else that you can think of here, bud?
No, nothing that I should think of.
Nothing?
No.
Absolutely perfect. Well, look, TC Live, this has been a phenomenal run, especially today. We got a chance to talk to the greatest man in Wheeling, West Virginia right now. Tomorrow night we have the event in West Banco Arena with the Willie Nailers. Go Nailers. So we'll be there with head coach Derek Army, assistant coach Mitch Jaguar, and then we'll have a player with us at that time that we'll be seeing and meeting up with. We will be there about 5 o'clock tomorrow. Are you joining us tomorrow?
I'm not, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's for season ticket members anyway, but it's okay.
And Facebook friends.
And Facebook friends as well. Caden's version of an ASMR. But yes, TC Live fans out there, if you see us tomorrow at West Banco Arena, please stop by and say hi. Hell, I'll even sign an autograph. I don't know. Take a picture. $100 an autograph. No, I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. But yeah, if you see us tomorrow, please stop by and say hi to us. It's going to be an absolute event. We're going to meet with head coach Derek Army, Mr. Jaguar tomorrow. I'm not sure who the player is yet, so this will be a big surprise for us tomorrow. So,
my guess is Laviolette.
Drew. So you're saying Peter Laviolette tomorrow?
Yeah, that's my guess.
I would hope that it's Matthew Corsia. Or
He's
just
a goalie.
or goalie, or
Gucci.
Taylor Gauthier or Jackson Castor. I'm hoping Matthew Corsia. I really am. I like Matthew Corsia. I really do. Or we get Shaw Boomhauer. There we go. The guy that knocked out Diamond Hands or Kitten Hands. Kitten Paws.
Kitten Paws.
He came to the Nailers. He's now a Nailers. It's the actual Paws.
But TC Live, I appreciate you guys joining us today. I am Troy, and this is
I'm Caden.
And this is my good buddy Kate and my wife back here in the background making everything happen. But TC Live, I will see you in the next video.